What's up, y'all? My name is Jessica, and today we're going to be doing a get to know me, a self-identity expression, talking about grief, depression, just life overall lately, and yeah, if you're down with that, let's keep watching. So I want to start off with this August 2025 monthly curriculum. I saw this on TikTok, like, the beginning of this month, and I finished it like the beginning-ish or like second week of August, and I wanted to show y'all, and I was gonna make it its own separate video, but I think it would be best fitted in this, especially with new people that have subscribed and everything like that. And also, I just want to say thank you for the support on the last video. I know it was kind of like a bit dramatic, a little bit hateful, whatever you want to call it, honestly. I don't classify myself as a misandrist nor a feminist, bitch. I'm me, bro. I'm and that's what we're gonna talk about, because one thing about me is, sorry if you keep on hearing me move stuff, I don't have like a foot, like I need a footrest down here because like I'm too short and my legs get tired, so I'm using this little like bead thingy and it makes a lot of noise. So anywho, what was I saying? I'm already forgetting. But what's it called? Yeah, in getting to know me, and the things and the goals and the hobbies I love and like the stuff I do for fun and things like that. What's it called? I like being honest. I love being honest, actually. A little too much. Just kidding. And I don't even try to come off as rude. Not a lot of people, but like people have told me, oh, you're kind of rude. But it's just like, bro, I don't want to glaze shit, bro. I don't want to glaze people or things like that. Like, I'm just trying to be real and I'm trying to be my most authentic self. And every time I stray from that, it makes me like second guess everything about my life. Like, especially mostly about myself. I'm getting a little emotional. Someone said I was out of breath. Girl. Because I'm big. I'm not even that big, bro. I just look big because I got different t-shirts. My friends were telling me, don't address the comments in the last video. The hate. Ignore it. Ignore the haters. And it gives them attention. But at the same time, it's like, bro, I'm gonna address it because it's funny. It's really funny. But, what was I saying? I just get off track on and on again. But I be out of breath because I be talking too dang much, and I do be a little thicky, but that's besides the point. Also, my manner. Okay, I wrote this down, and I wrote this in the comment too. I'm gonna just address it because why the heck not? And I said I didn't take no offense. Did I take partial offense? Perhaps, if I sound a little like, what's it called? Monkey. I forgot. I'm forgetting words. I'm like everywhere. I have like a bajillion things to think about and talk about, and I'm trying to get in like the vibe and the mood of the podcast. Cause low-key, I saw a freaking sad cat video before I started this, and that's just like heavy on my heart because I love cats. And yeah. What was I saying? My mannerisms and like the way I talk, the way I act. It's all a reflection of me, and anytime I try to change that for anybody, it just like I said, it riddles me with not guilt, but just like who are you now? Need to say. There's gonna be lots of singing, TikTok references. I always say that. I said that in the last one because I'm here and there, and that's the thing about me. I'm here and there, and I'm truthful, and sometimes I second guess, like, damn, you just really just said that, like, it just flew out of your mouth, and canceled, you're done. No, I'm playing. Or it's just like, yeah, it was a little bit rude, was a little bit blunt, is the word. I think I'm just a very blunt person. I don't like, there's not a lot going on up there. No, I'm playing. But it's just like, I'm just thinking in the moment, and like, yeah, I just say what's on my mind, and sorry. But yeah, anytime I try to change like myself, it don't feel right. It don't feel right to my core. It really doesn't. Like, I grew up with 3 brothers, basically, and then my dad, like, fucking four boys, 4 men. Like, of course I was gonna be influenced by my speech tone and, like, my tomboy-ish. That's, like, the best way. I used to always just say, like, I was just, like, a tomboy, because that's basically that's what I was. I got accused in elementary of being a lesbian. Nothing against the lesbians. I love queer people, okay? I am also a queer person, but I'm not a lesbian. I'm technically pansexual, bi, whatever you want to call it, bro. I'm a queer. I'm one with the people. But anyhow, like, the one baby. Sorry, if you hear my phone ringing, that's my friend, texting, blowing up my phone. Love her. We're talking about orange cats right now, but I'm gonna have to put that on pause for a little minute. Sorry, I love doing that freaking thing. And we'll get to this. Oh, did I even mention it? Oh, I'm gonna show you this presentation, because my brain is like a goldfish, like I said. I'm gonna get to my presentation of, like, my August 2025 monthly curriculum that I had set out earlier this month, of things that I wanted to, like, get accomplished, and things that, basically goals, like monthly goals and just, like, yearly goals that I have that I really would like to do. But as you can see, I'm a fellow procrastinator. I jump from gun to gun, probably have undiagnosed ADHD. Like, I don't know, I'm just everywhere, and I love yapping. So yeah, but what was I saying? Yeah, I'm definitely like a tomboy-ish. That's always been me. I've questioned my what's it called, gender expression. Yeah, sorry, I act like I don't know what I'm talking about, but I know what I'm talking about, bro. I just be like trying to make a little joke. I'm shooting for the fucking universe, bro. Throwing air balls, bro. Sorry, I say like, stop now, stop. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, I feel like I can better express myself. Let's just get into this August 2025 monthly curriculum. Let me tell you about the stickers on the back, because I bet you're curious. I love Dutch Bros before, like, it even popped off. Y'all are bandwagoners. I liked it before it's popular. Just kidding. I hate when people say that. Like, be quiet. A sticker I made myself back in high school. All of these from Five Below, Lake Tahoe, even though I've never been there. I think my brother gave me this. You mean a Hanata? Oh wait, that's Jujutsu Kaisen, I think. Anywho, My Hero Academia, they gave the same vibe. This was the first, like, big concert that I went to with my friend Rachel. The 88 Rising concert. Shout out to 88 Rising. Y'all should give me some free tickets. I really wanted to go to see her. Head in the Clouds, like, bro, y'all don't know nothing about that. I literally was wearing the shirt the other day. Where is it? It's somewhere here. From the first ever Head in the Clouds. I was there! Type in the chat, I was here. Anyhow, BoJack Horseman, because amazing peak show. Goodnight Pum Pum, because relatable in the sense of, like, depression and, like, trauma. You know what I mean? And it's a really good book. These are 2 of my favorite characters. Well, I love Dylan. I didn't put him on here. But this is Ethan and this is Ace. And they're from one of my favorite artists called Yoon Beam. Shout out to her. I love her. And this is from Death Tour, which is, NASCAR Allo, when he came to Bakersfield. It's a punk group, basically. So anyhow, those are the stickers. You kind of get to know me, and this also reminds me of my friend Isla. I don't know if she gave me this or my friend Alexa gave me, but anywho, cats just remind me of my friends overall. So that's that. Oh, now let me show you my little thing. You can get a little preview from this alone. Chainsaw Man, Tyler the Creator, That's My Sign, Cancer, Guitar, Mikasa, me, Queso, and then that's my vision board for this year, which I could show you, like, fully on my phone. So I'll do that. a little bit. I have it on my wall as well. Because, oh, girl, open up. Girl! What the helly? What the heck? Is it gonna show? Why is it dark? Chat? Phone is broke. I don't know. Anyhow, you get the point. So anyhow, let's go to the next. Can it? Hello? Are we gonna have a problem? You know what? I'm actually gonna plug in my mouse. I'm sorry, I'm very unprofessional, but how's y'all's day been? Have you been good? Let me know. We're getting to the 10-minute mark, and I feel like every time I get to, like, the 10-minute mark, it's just a bunch of, like, useless yapping. Can you see the mouse? Oh, yippee! Okay. Let's see if I can read this backwards. But this was my introduction. Hello, my name is Jessica. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Bakersfield. I'm jobless. I'm bum. But I'm gonna go back to college, which is true, which we will be talking about, which I can kind of already talk about. But yeah, for the past fucking 4 years since I've been out of college, I've low-key just been like in and out of college, and also like jobs and just like figuring it out. I feel like everybody is in their 20s, but that's just me being like little wishful thinking, because I would hate to think I'm the only like bum out there. I'm just kidding. I'm not calling other people bums, but that's just how I feel personally. That's the only word. I've been hearing that word getting thrown around, and it's like, bro, give me a break. But I think it's just, trying to figure it. It's funny because adults are always saying that, oh, you don't have to have everything figured out and things like that. But it's like, I don't know, you're kind of stressing me out the 4 years that I've been trying to figure it out. And you're kind of like being a hater. Just kidding, not a hater, but like trying to be encouraging. But it's also like, get up off your... I don't know. I feel like the majority... I'm very critical on adults and authority, if you can't tell. Because I just feel like they think they know it all. And also like, it's like, bro... times have changed. We got AI at the Carl's and Taco Bell drive-thru. I'm scared for life in the future, bro. They're trying to AI everything, but they can't AI like when bad shit happens. Anywho, I can get in a whole deal about like the political and economic state of the world. I can't even English, but yeah, I have no right to talk, bro. Yeah, my big three are Cancer, Taurus, and Scorpio. If you're into astrology like that, which I am, so. Yeah, my main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. Like, that's basically me. I am the Trisha Paytas of Bakersfield, if you will. Just kidding. That's like, girl, ego, get out of here. Boom! Someone's gonna clock me. Clark it. But, anywho. Yeah, I would really, what does this say? Requires consistency and discipline. Goops. Yeah, because, that is something that has been my biggest issue throughout my whole life, and I feel like I've definitely gotten better at it, because like I definitely used to just give up hella more easily. I didn't know the word for it back then, but self-sabotage extremely. Like, I wish that was when you're a kid, they helped you through that and they talked about that more, that it's like it's not that you don't want to do things and like that you don't have the motivation for things, or like I don't know. It's right when they say that like you definitely need to instill confidence in the youth, because I feel like it's not that I didn't have enough confidence, but I had like I don't even know if like constant confidence will like necessarily give you enough to like not self-sabotage, but I would like to think that it would help. So I don't know. Maybe it would help, maybe it will not. But I feel like there needs to be better tools to help kids reflect on like what they're doing currently in their state and what they'll do in the future, so that they don't have to self-sabotage a lot, because like I just didn't know the word for it, but that's what I was doing mainly, and I didn't know how to like get help and like talk to people and like things like that, because like I feel like self-sabotage is such an underlying thing, if you will. So anywho, I didn't think that was gonna get that deep, but is there another meme? That's me. I saw the My Chemical Romance concert in July 29th, I believe, or 28th, I can't remember. It was one of those days. I think it was the 27th and 28th that they were doing, and I went on the last one in LA. So that was really fun. Shout out to Natalia for inviting me, giving me a ticket, and us enjoying our time there. That was the first time we were in WeHo, which, boy, was it a time. Just kidding. It was really cool. That was the first time I ever got, like, hit on, which is kind of crazy in itself. Sorry, I don't mean to always bring up like things like that, like I want attention. Like I'm telling you my life, and that's that. Hashtag influential, hashtag gonna be famous. And I don't know, you'll see it in later the slide, but what's it called, I definitely can you tell I love cats? I told y'all I love cats. But I'm like Timothy Chalamet in the sense that when he says like I want to become one of the greats, and what he does in acting and just, that's his art, that's what he loves, that's what I want to be. Just like, that's like for fame, like I'm gonna become famous. I don't know how, I don't know why, hopefully for a good thing, but I always also have kind of low-key believe like any publicity is good publicity. That's gonna be That's gonna be in an edit of me getting canceled for some reason. Also, what is on my finger? I thought I got scratched. Also, I ate shit earlier this day. Like, I literally, it was like a Family Guy. I was Peter Griffin. Peter, the horse is here. I can do a good impression of that. I can also do a good impression of the shrimp from Shark Dough, which I'll do in a minute. But let me tell you the story of earlier this morning. I've been organizing my room. You can get a little glimpse. I'm not going to show the full thing, but you can imagine that it's very messy, very cluttered, I have a lot of stuff. Over the years, I've just become, low-key a little bit of a hoarder, but it's been passed down from my mom. And also, I like doing this voice. I apologize. It's just, I think it's a little funny. A little funny. Just love it. I'm something of a comedian myself. Actually, but yeah, I love doing crafts and like things like that. That's one of my hobbies. I don't think I showed it in the last one, but I did a little queso fish, and then it's getting stuck. I did a little queso self-portrait. I don't know why, but just this has been like really cool. Like, I think this is such a niche. I saw a TikTok of a girl, like that's her main thing, doing like paper crafts. And that's so freaking cool and so tedious, but it's so fun, and I definitely think that's very, like, soothing and, like, relaxing. So, anyhow, what was I saying? I don't know. But, yeah, life. So, anyhow, let's get into the next. Oh, I was saying about the Timothée Chalamet. Yeah, that speech that he gave of, like, I want to become one of the greats, like, I've always believed since I was young that I would be famous, but I never know what for. Hopefully this could be a reason. Like, I feel like a podcast / yapping on planet Earth, kind of like my future diary. That's an anime, but I haven't seen that. Like, but my own diary. I've always wanted to publish my journal entries, but I think my journal entries are more controversial than anything I have ever said or anything that will ever resurface perhaps on the freaking internet. I'm not trying to fucking get myself in trouble, but like I have said, I will. This is where I give you the. It's also in one of the slides where it's like, I never said I was perfect. I never said. Yeah, I've said and probably done. I've said more bad things than I have done, but I've said doing them, and when you win, yeah. I'm not saying I have said, yeah. It's not been good. It's not been good. I'm not trying to like glorify that shit, or I don't know, all these fucking big romanticize or say that it's a good thing or like be proud of it or anything. Like, yeah, it's just a fact of the matter of something that happened and said and things I've done in the past, but they aren't a reflection of who I am today. Regardless, even though that is who I am, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, that's who I was, but that's not what I do, so I will apologize now in advance. Yeah. SZA, I loved your music back then. I'm sorry! I'm sorry, I really did a cover and thought that was okay. If that ever... Cut the cameras, dead ass! It was my friend's son's birthday, and also this cat has adopted her as her owner, as his owner now. Is that am I speaking right? I'm seeing me get canceled before my eyes. No, I'm playing. But anyhow, me and my family. I get read so easily. Yeah, that's my mom. You can read. I think you've probably been reading while I dig my safe for grieve. Everything about my family. My dad genuinely kind of looks like Omni-Man in some sense. My mom, she loves hummingbirds. My brother Fernando, he's a musician. I like how I was saying all that, and I literally, you all are to be held accountable. No, I'm playing. You all are affiliated with this name. Oh my god. It is true what they say though. Like, what's it called? The people I'm just struggling. I'm struggling today. The people who you surround yourself with are a reflection of you, which couldn't be more true. Oh, I never got back to me running into my freaking door. Okay, so I had the stuff on I had the stuff on the bottom, and I hit my foot on the corner, and then I hit my foot again on the corner of the door, and then I slammed on my left. into the door, and then on my right I slammed into the edge of the other side of like the door frame, and then I finally fell. It was like a Family Guy episode, and it was like poof, literally like freaking Peter Griffin. Peter, the horse is here. Peter! Okay, now the shrimp impression, because I did promise you all the shrimp impression. No, I am not on anything. I just talk like this, and I talk really fast, and I'm everywhere, and yeah. But what's it called? How's the shrimp one go? And my sister had a baby, and I took over, and it's growing, and it's fairly well. But please, don't eat us, please. Yeah, I could probably do the whole line, but let's not get copyrighted. So, anywho, these are also my friends. Meet my childhood friends. I've known them for, I don't even know if it's 13 years. It might be longer. This is Destiny. That's, the cat. That's literally Miguel. And then that's Caesar. He claims he's not a film guy, but he's literally a film guy. All the films and the movies that we've watched, he has put me on. So it's kind of like, boy, literally, like, I would have never known about Mysterious Skin and watched that for myself. Or, like, Good Will Hunting or things like that. Like, I don't really watch movies that much. I feel like I used to back in the day, but, like, it was stuff that was more well known and things like that. I don't know why my nose is fucking clogging up. But your non-negotiables for the month, the to-dos. Go to gym, go to school, and keep my room clean, which is not going the best. Oh, but I signed up for classes because I had an academic probation. The second one, which is like, girl, you're on death's door. And what's it called? I literally got it cleared last year because when I was in LA last year, what's it called? I was like, hey, I'm finna go to school over there. Didn't lock in. Anywho, even though I was very close to passing, even though the self-sabotage really just creeps up on me for some reason. But I genuinely cannot, like, fail this year or drop any of the classes. Like, I'm already screwed. I already clicked the button of waitlisted, and that alone will possibly screw me over if I fail these classes because they might put my ass on probation number 3, which then I think leads to suspension. So, yeah. I've been trying to do school. I used to really, like, since I was a kid, I've been like, I don't want to go to school. I hate school. Well, I hate it in the sense where, like, I didn't want to go to school, specifically college, because I knew that it costed money, and why the fuck should it cost money? I was so adamant that, like, it shouldn't cost money, it should be free, and I really thought these freaking Joe Biden, you bitch, and Obama, we're gonna change that, and we're gonna give us free school, but they said no free school, no free healthcare, and actually we're taking all your rights away. Like, okay, like, that's great, and we're replacing you with AI. Like, thank you so much. Yeah, I want to get at least 5 big things done, but let's see what day it is. It's actually August 29th. Yep, I was right. It's a Friday. So, yeah. Keep my room clean. Can you? Yeah. That was bad, but it's been worse. And if you're wondering what worse is, you don't want to know what worse is. You can't even walk. You have to hop and jump on the bed. But yeah, it's bad right now enough because I hit my foot and then injured myself. But yeah, also, yeah, my art, I want to draw more. Like, I used to draw all the time. I used to have my old grandpa's desk that he built himself. We literally have it in the garage, and we store our freaking drinks on it, like our sparkling drink and our cranberry juice, because those are my favorites. And that shit, it's still, every time I think about it, I'm like, it was such a good and, like, practical desk to use, because it had 3 drawers on each side, and it was wood, and it was just perfect for its time. But then I kept on hitting my legs on it because I grew, and also, like, sometimes the freaking wood would stab me and things like that, and it didn't have enough room. So anyhow, I'm glazing this freaking desk, but I felt like it was such a productive desk because it was, like, the right size, and I don't know, something about it had aura, and it was, like, giving me energy to always freaking draw. Back then I used to draw all the time, back in, like, middle school and things like that. Like, I didn't really, honestly, since elementary, I feel like, did anybody have hobbies in elementary? I don't know. My friend Miguel and Caesar and our old friend Sammy, they always talk about it, so I'm just gonna mention it even though it's not my specific memory. But what's it called? They would always draw Naruto and, like, the Sharinegans and, like, the curse mark and things like that. They would draw their own comics too and things like that. So, what's it called? they had hobbies back in elementary, but I know nothing about that. I tried to sell loom bands and failed. So, yeah, I didn't know nothing about a hobby. That was, like, maybe one of them. But I feel like, yeah, ever since I was a kid, I had a lot of stuff as well. But I never necessarily had, like, a hobby. I played with Barbies back then. Like, that was still a thing until, like, Loki's still 6th grade. So, yeah, even though, like, I don't know. It was so weird, elementary school, because I feel like everyone... Me and Dez she's gonna be on the podcast eventually. That's my best friend. We can account that, like, the girls around us, like, they would go to Hollister. They were already starting to get makeup and things like that. And I'm gonna be honest, we're poor! So we didn't have none of that stuff and, like, girl makeup. Makeup at 6th grade? Like, no. I didn't even start dabbling in makeup until 8th grade, I think. So, anyhow... Long story short, back then in middle school, yeah, I used to do art, and I used to, like, actually be locked in, which is crazy to recount. And, yeah, I didn't have hobbies in elementary. I don't think, in my head, nobody did, but as you can see, freaking the boys did. But, yeah, I really want to become an animator. Like, I don't know, I really want to do a lot. That's why I feel like I relate to Timothy in the sense of, like, I want to be one of the greats, but I want to be one of the greats where I can do everything and I can get and try multiple things. I feel like that's everybody. We all want to travel. We all want to try different things. Like, we want to learn how to play guitar. We want to learn how to speak different languages. We want to, I don't know, try different things from the freaking fig tree. Like, bro, why do we have to pick one? Why is that the thing? When there's multiple things that have fallen on the ground, like the figs or the oranges, why can't we still pick them up and it still be okay? And we just take away the bad, the bruised side. Like, nobody wants to eat the bottom of the bruised banana, and I am at fault. What is this the metaphor for? I don't know. Life. But yeah, I definitely just want to try everything. Excuse me. I want to try everything in life, but I don't know, chat. I don't know. What's occurred? Yeah, I want to make stickers. This is, like, all the stuff that I want to do. I feel like sometimes, like, I definitely, like, have... They're not far-fetched ideas or dreams, but I definitely have, like... It's called shiny object syndrome. And what's it called? I'm just, like, one thing to the next. And it's, like... And then I start self-sabotaging. It's just starting to get dark. Then I start self-sabotaging because it's, like... I get wrapped up in one thing and then I go to the next. And then, like, I invest in one thing. And then, I don't want to play with you anymore, type of thing. But I definitely feel like making some stickers would be cool. As a little side hobby, as a little something. I definitely want to make this little postcard. It's of the Bakersfield. Listen, I hate Bakersfield and I'd be hating on it so much. I could make a bajillion episodes just hating on Bakersfield, but that's just the hater in me, okay? If Bakersfield has no haters, I am dead. Anyhow, but I feel like a little cute postcard of Bakersfield and, like, the different things. Like, I put Centurinis, I put the Padre Hotel, I put a little hoe for, like, the field workers, I put a sombrero, I put a Ferris wheel. Like, I feel like that's so cool. A little cow, like, I don't even know what he's holding. Oh, he's just a cat. But anyhow, yeah, I feel like making stickers would be cool. Languages, like I mentioned, bro. I used to be so locked in. I feel like middle school is when I peaked. Everyone says you can tell when someone's peaked in high school. Bitch, I peaked in middle school, I fear. 8th grade specifically. I was a nobody, don't get me wrong, but, like, I peaked in the sense of, like, my own, like accomplishments and things like that. That's when I was starting to get into learning Japanese because I started getting into anime. Well, I started getting into anime in 7th grade, but, like, 8th grade is really when I was, like, locked in on anime and things like that. And then, like, yeah, learning Japanese, and then freaking learning how to draw and things like that. I reckon I'm still buns at drawing, but like, learning all those different little things, like dabbling. I feel like, yeah, middle school is definitely when I, quote-unquote, found myself. 8th grade is really when I became emo. Also, like I said, I was poor. I never dressed emo. I barely got to dress emo, like, freshman year end of it. And, because mainly I would only get clothes from, like, my brother or, like, my mom's friends whose daughters didn't want the clothes no more. So yeah, that's the only reason. I didn't have no swag. Sophomore and freshman me, I was just trying every little thing, different things. I was trying to be a little bit of Dez Macado with different fits and things like that, like different colors. I was trying the neon looks, and I know a lot of people be hating on her because she's a fellow Bakersfieldian, and they're like, oh, she's an influencer, and they be hating. But I will say, also, yeah, we went to the same high school, and two of my friends had classes with her and knew of her, and like have been a not acquainted, but like been friends with her. But Rita McCarroll, I think I definitely have looked, even though it's weird, even though she is younger than me, I definitely have taken inspiration and like not look up, but like definitely, yeah, I guess look up. Yeah, I will say that. Because like, I don't know. Who else was doing it like her? Who else was popping off and locking in on YouTube and things like that? Like, nobody. Actually. But yeah, anywho, back to the languages. Yeah, I know more Japanese than I do Spanish, which is kind of sad because I'm Hispanic. So it's like, bro, I should have been known. My mom taught me when I was young, but I forgot it all. Like, boy. Anywho, this is all the freaking, I have so many notebooks and so many books of like learning languages, and I used to be, like I said, I used to be so locked in on learning Japanese, specifically that Duolingo streak back in middle school. And yeah, I reassessed myself, and I jumped to like, I think the last one on Duolingo, because I've taken Japanese 1 in college. And bro, I know everything that, no, I don't, because I don't remember kanji, but yeah, I want to lock in on gym. Which I should be at gym right now. But yeah, the specific build, I just really want abs. I want the flat stomach I used to have, because I used to be skinny. People used to be like, oh, she's a string bean, oh, she needs to eat more, this and that and the other. So it's funny when people want to say stuff about my weight now, because it's like, boy, y'all told me to eat, and now I done ate the whole world, so like, what the hell. Anyhow, also I would like to low-key look like a little femboy. Like I said, I'm still discovering myself and my gender identity, and I still consider myself trans because I was heavily looking like a boy freshman, sophomore year, but more like non-binary now, I believe. I'm just, like I said, I'm queer overall. The whole essence. If I look masc androgynous, because a lot of people did not know my gender, yeah, that's me. That's me in essence. I don't really like deny that I look like a woman. I was about to say female. I hate that word. Like a woman or like a guy. Like I just be looking peculiar. But yeah. Oh, my TBR. Literally, it's right here. All the books I need to read. Will I read them? I don't know. I really want to finish reading like a whole bunch of astrology books, because like Destiny really is into astrology, and I want to have like a good conversation where I can understand and grasp most things that she's saying. Not that I can't currently, because she teaches me a lot, but like, you know, like being on the same wave in terms of the astrology, because she's more knowledgeable than me on that. So I want to be on the same level. I'm just kidding. Not in like a competitive way though. Like just like I want more knowledge. I want to pursue more knowledge, and I also think that's the thing that Timothy is also saying in some sense. More knowledge in terms of acting and getting better, and like being like proud of his work and in himself, that he said like an accomplished and did a lot, not necessarily the awards, but like, you know, I get it, Timothy, because that's how I feel, and like I want to learn more. I feel I just love learning, but like in a college sense, it's just fucking hard as shit for me now. Like I don't know why. I don't know if I just like, I don't know, there's like something wrong or something, but yeah. Anyhow, also I need to finish Atomic Habits because I need to let Caesar borrow it. I know it's really good. My family is actually the one who would like freaking always be glazing this book, and she put me onto that, so I finally picked it up like kind of like 3 years ago. But I never got on the grind of reading it, but I need to read it. Also there was a file cabinet, and I want to make a little free library of like, because we have so many books here, and like after I finish my TBR, I really want to put them in the free library and give them away, because I'm just like, I'm looking at them and I'm just like, I want to read you, but like I want to get rid of you already. Like you need to move on already. What's been going on in the week, bro? This week has been gone. This was like the beginning of this month. I went to go see the Tulips concert at the Trembler Brewing Company. Because yeah, they came to Bakersfield, which I was very surprised. But shout out to the Tulips, very good, amazing opener, and them themselves. Also, I mentioned Bad Sons because literally that same weekend. Wait, was it the same weekend? The weekend after, me and Dez went to LA and we went to WeHo. Well, okay, so we were in night one in LA. We were in Orange County, and then we went to Fullerton, and we checked out the life there, which was very cool. There was this one club that was very poppin'. It had 2 different rooms, 2 different music vibes. One was like 2000s pop, and then the other was like The Cure, The Smiths. Like, it was giving. I loved it. And they had chapel on the wall, so I was like, that's my girl. And then the next day we went to WeHo and we stayed at our friend house, Gabby. Shout out to Gabby, love you, Gabby. And we went out to the club, and bitch, I ate shit so bad. I have scars on my knees now. Destiny rolled her ankle. Yeah, sprained her ankle. Anyhow, so we were out of commission for a while, but the main reason why we went is because I wanted to go to this meet and greet that Bad Sons was having for the new album release. And I didn't go because I was very tired from the night before of drinking at Fullerton, so yeah. And then like literally I could have went to the Amoeba Records and bought like a little CD or bought a record and then got free tickets to the concert that was happening later that week. So, the main reason why we went there was for Bad Sons, but we didn't even, like, go see them. And they're one of my favorite bands. I don't know. They just hold a special place in my heart. I started listening to Bad Sons in middle school. In 8th grade, specifically, when I had my ex-boyfriend. Shout out. Should I say his name? Shout out to Victor for putting me on. Anyhow. Side quest. What's it called? Bro, I need a side quest. You see this camera right here? It is not being used, and I need to go be taking pictures like for Bad Sons, for Crystal Bowman, and what's it called? If you got something, there's this one dude on TikTok who has blue hair, and that is what's it called? I don't know. He just always makes TikTok saying that like he gets different side quests, and he's like, never ignore the side quests of like a homeless person asking you for money or for food. He doesn't say it that way, but like in my head, I forgot the exact first scenario that he said. But it was someone like asking him for something. Oh no, it was this girl in San Francisco, and what's it called? She had jewelry on the floor and everyone was just passing by her and they didn't really like pay her no mind, but he was like, no, let me check it out, and he checked it out, and then the girl was very like friendly and very chill and gave him like some free jewelry, and also like her art pieces were very beautiful, and like she explained the different meanings and the different like crystals and their meanings as well, which was just very informative, and he was just very into it. He was like, if I never would have stopped, I never would have got this like experience and this, you know, the connection. We crave community, people. We crave the connection and like the experiences. Everyone always wants an experience and like things like that, but you need to they always say you need to put yourself out there, but in the sense of not only put yourself out there, but accept the side quests, accept things like that when someone's asking you for something, because also like they have a story to tell. And the reason why I mentioned homeless people, because specifically when me and Destiny went, she was sick this one time and she really felt bad, so I took her to the hospital, and we were waiting outside. It was during the freaking winter, everybody's there, everybody's sick, and we were waiting outside, and this one homeless dude, it turns out he was he had a Confederate flag on his cane and he was conservative, but like he wasn't giving that outwardly. And I say this because people always say like, oh, there's 2 sides to the coins, and like, you know, what's it called, you have to see both sides and things like that. And anyway, that may have dismissed, you might have thought like, oh, that dismisses like, no, I'm not gonna take whatever he says or whatever she's about to say seriously. But everyone has a story despite like their belief. Like, does that make sense? I'm cancelled in the sense that that what's it called, like, despite seeing those things, we still heard him and we still listened and we still talked, and we didn't just automatically dismiss this individual or hate on this individual because bro was homeless. Bro had, he showed us his cool ass art. bro. He put us on to this one like punk band that was like cunt something, like genuinely it was called cunt something or cunt or pussy something, I don't remember, but it was very cool. And if we never would have interacted with him, and also we were cold, we were waiting outside in the freezing cold, it was pouring rain, it would not stop, we were on the east side of Bakersfield, bitch. It was crazy. It was a side quest in some sense, R.I.P. Dez, because she was sick, but like if we never would have interacted, if we would have just waited in the car, we wouldn't have ever talked to him. If we would have just kind of ignored him and just been like, oh, he's kind of giving creepy, he's kind of giving this, which some people can give that, and rightfully so, be weary. But if we never like allowed some fucking like conversation to be had, like, and just automatically dismiss people or ignore people when we're walking on the side of the road, or like when people ask, like I say homeless people because we often ignore them and things like that, then we never get to know their stories. We never get to know that shit. And like a lot of them like are veterans and things like that. And it's just it's sad. It's really just sad. And yeah, he put us on to like different punk music, and he was funny, and he showed us his cool artwork, and yeah, he didn't outwardly express any like hate and things like that. So you're still sussy baka, but like, hey. His fit was cool too. Like, he had that drip on. He had a yellow flannel. Also, he shared his blanket with us. And, you know, we could have been like, ew, it's dirty, this and that. But, bitch, it was cold. Like, we're still gonna expect that. Like, different little gestures. I feel like gestures and side quests are, like, the same thing. Because it's like, you could be ignoring things like that. And it's a missed opportunity. It's a missed conversation. It's a missed memory. And it's a missed experience that everyone's always asking for so much. So sorry to make a short thing long, or whatever the heck. But yeah, if anyone wants me to go take pictures for them with my professional camera, let me know. If anyone needs a ride anywhere, I have a van. I think it's 7 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 including me. So yeah, just give me gas money and I'll be a little chauffeur. This goes for the chaperone as well. If you're a celebrity, let me know. But yeah, anything for the money. $20 is $20. I'm joking, but yeah. What does it say? Oh, the different instruments I want to play. I used to play violin, bro. I'm absolute buns at it now. My babe Gerard way. Yeah, I need to finish learning guitar because I used to be good like about 2 years ago, and then I fell off. My brother's he's in a band called the Acoustics, and what's it called, bro? They're so good. I wish I could perfect a specific instrument, and I feel like well, I wasn't getting there with violin. I could have gotten there, but I just felt like it was like kind of like I don't know. I could get better. I should probably take lessons, but anyhow, we have a trumpet because my brother used to play trumpet, and then my other brother used to play the saxophone. That's a trombone, but this one girl in the Acoustics, my brother's band that he's in, she's so good at the trombone. And I saw and I read online that there's a little slide technique, and I'm just like, but the trombone looks so cool, and so does the trumpet. I hear the trumpet is fairly easy to learn. If you know any of these instruments, let me know on a scale 1 to 10 how hard it is to learn the instrument. But anyhow, so we have literally so many instruments here because my brother's a musician and he gives us his instruments, or he'll, like, if we ask for one, he'll give it to us. So anyhow, he gave me the ukulele. He also gave me this. He got this at a yard sale, I think for $20 or $40, and fixed it up like, bitch, period. Anyhow, and then we have a bass. We have a violin, and then an electric violin, and then we have the trumpet and the saxophone, like, bro. And we have a piano. So please don't rob us, but what's it called? I would really like to perfect an instrument, and just also I really would love to learn a wind instrument. I was learning for a short amount of time back in elementary school, the flute, but sadly I did not keep on pursuing that, which I kind of wish I did, because then I could have been, well, marching band, I know it brought a lot of people experiences, but I feel like it would have just been awful for me. That's why I didn't keep on pursuing color guard, because I used to do that in middle school. But in high school I was like, oh, this is too much for me. I'm about to hit my head off. I'm about to be flying like a freaking fan in a chopper, and it's gonna chop off my head with that pole. Like, no. And I wasn't gonna do it with a little wood rifle. Like, no, it wasn't gonna be done. Even now, I feel like now I'd be more willing to, but I feel like they were on a time crunch, and I just couldn't do it. Also, it should be a crime that Ridgeview specifically does marching band, like, what's it called? Marching band camp and color guard camp in the freaking summer. I get it. We gotta get stuff done around here, but doing that stuff in the blatant heat. Now we got solar panels there. Where were they when I was young? Anyhow, was actually ridiculous. Like, no, that's also why I quit. I'm like, it's too hot. Thankfully for the color guard kids, we could have been inside like the gym or like the cafeteria, but it was just not it. Also, I would love to be like, what's his face in the freaking what is this Whiplash? Yeah, I was about to say Kick Ass. But bro, I would love when my brother, when he used to babysit me with his ex-girlfriend, I gotta mention her because she was more like hippie. There was like this beaded curtain, and I remember I went into the living room, and there was the drums and then all these other instruments, and the vibe was just like kumbaya. Like, it was just so hippie and such a vibe, and I wish I would have dressed like more hippie and gone that route of fashion. But yeah. Also, my Aunt Peggy, I have a white side and I have the Mexican side, but so that's where the name's from. But she was a hippie back in the day. Like, she literally almost encountered a mountain lion. She has stories. If I could interview her for a podcast, would be really cool. So anyhow, I'm just everywhere. But going back to the drums would be really cool. That was on my most played for Spotify like that week, but I don't know what it is now because I don't really be listening to music that much. Anime. I love anime. This is something that I'm very passionate about. I don't know why. I don't know. 8th grade, I felt like that was the hobby. That was the thing that really clicked it for me. And I wish I could make money. I wish I was prime anime min Aki Dearest era. I was doing it, kicking it back then. I could have been. I could have just done it, but I didn't have the confidence. I was scared, and I was self-sabotaging, like I said before. But if I would have been putting out videos back then about my opinions on animes, girl, I would have been blown up by now. In terms of popularity. Even now, my most watched one was this one, and now the most watched one is the men video, which is kind of crazy to think about, like, duality. But I love anime. My 2 biggest tattoos, Tokyo Ghoul, which sometimes I think I'm like, why did I get that? But also I was really like, I don't want anybody else to get this. Like, they don't deserve this amazing tattoo. So I'm gonna get it. And then I got this cover up, which is, you can't really tell. A lot of people, like, they be squinting and like, what is it? Because it's a cover up from the Soul Eater Death the Kid gun that I did myself. But I put Death Note on top of it, which is Misa Ackerman, and she got the Death Note right there. And yeah, and then I got Betty Boop, and then I have Donnie Darko right here, and then I have the JoJo Star right here. So yeah, very nerdy, very into anime, and I want more anime. Like, one of my main tattoos that I really wanted on my back for a while, which I'm still kind of like rethinking about, is an Attack on Titan freaking one of like his head right there on like my back, and then I wanted it to be in white ink because my tattoo artist said that white ink really does good on me. I think it's kind of faded now, but it would be really cool to have like a white ink type of tattoo, almost like the lightning bolts that they do and things like that. But yeah, I did a One Piece review, and I need to update that because I've been watching watching One Piece again. So yeah, also I have this specific scratch off list. That is what I was doing here. I didn't think this video would ever like get any views or comments and things like that, but somehow it did because it was a very dry time when I put that video out. There was not a lot of anime stuff being put out by anybody for the means, and I feel like there still isn't. I don't know, I'm not on the anime side of YouTube, but yeah, I did that scratch off thing of like the ones I was commenting on, animes that I haven't seen, what I thought of them, and also animes that I had seen. So I need to update that because I have seen Full Metal Alchemist, and I was gonna do a whole slideshow video of that in itself, and I could do a whole podcast in itself about anime, which I think I will, in 2 or 3 episodes. Good. But yeah, and yeah, those were the animes I was watching. I can tell you the animes I'm currently watching now. The Summer Hikaru died, Dandadan, Gachikuta, One Piece, and what else? What is the last one? I don't remember the last one, but Yeah, those are the 4 that I'm currently watching, or 5. I can't count. Y'all, I can't do math. I told y'all. I really love this video. I wish this one would have got more attention. Are you a furry? I low-key could redo that because I feel like furry is in now. Furry is the new way. Like, I used to be such a... I don't think I was such a... I don't know in that video if I expressed I was... or, like, gave that I was a hater to furries. I wasn't really a hater to furries, but I definitely didn't really quite understand the concept. And I definitely think it's really cool now, especially with the Chinese furry suits that they have. They're so cool. Like, if you look them up, they're specifically, like, they look different than, like, the American fursuits that they have. I've been getting into the furry community. I do dabble myself just a little bit. Honestly, as long as you're not, like, weird and doing, like, age roleplay and shit like that, and, like, but a fucking, I don't know. Just don't ever be a weirdo in your respect... Do you hear something? In your respective community, then, you shouldn't cause... Yeah, I shouldn't be, like... Is it too much to ask? Don't be a weirdo. Don't be a freak. Don't be a pedo. Don't be things like that. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, bro? Anyhow, yeah, I love anime. I like how I said that in the same sentence. That's a whole other topic, and like the fetishization and the infantilization of anime. Like, oh my god. Since I've been watching One Piece specifically recently, I'm just like, the art style is slowly changing to like the more like modernized. I don't know, because, like, the studio didn't change, but I don't know if... Maybe the studio did change. I don't remember. But either way, that art style changed, and it got more, like... I want to say modern, because the old version looks completely different from what it does now. And the sexualization and the fan service for Nami is actually crazy. I'm like, yo, I would have never done this to her before. Like, what the frick? Like, I love my girl, and she is a baddie, but, like, do we have to, like... do that? Do we have to rip off her clothes? Like, no, let's not do that. I don't want to do that. Yeah, that was me being shocked when this shit got like that many views. So what is next in the content creation realm for me specifically, and like things like that? I said K-pop. What does it say? K-pop rabbit hole. Oh my gosh, I remember one time I started falling asleep on it, but I looked up a K-pop rabbit hole, like when they do like when the iceberg freaking video essays were trending, and I think they're still like a big thing, but I just feel like they're kind of like different looking now. I feel like people do like the tier list, like there's this one girl who does like tier lists, and she does like pictures on the side of her giving Abby Lee Mir why am I stuttering so much? It's actually a crime. Abby Lee Miller. And at the bottom, Brooke. You didn't stand out to me. Basically. But I wanted to go down a K-pop rabbit hole, but I never got to finish that video, Iceberg. But I would low-key love to do a little K-pop rabbit hole. I feel like that my friend Fred was saying that I should do like a video essay. I don't know what specifically of, but I feel like K-pop would be a good one, because then I could tell y'all, like, I could pick out my biases from each group. I could tell you what song was the best and the floppiest, and like everything like that. And also with Cat's Eye being a new thing, and with New Jeans is gone, Cat's Eye is in. R.I.P. New Jeans. Like, I do know a little bit. I do cuss a little. Yeah, also was this new guy coming out from Big Hit, Corey. Shout out to him. I just wanna hear you go. Y'all already know I can't sing it because I might get copyrighted. Big Hit is a big copyright strike. I really don't like copyright strike. Do y'all know that? Y'all don't know. It's from Berlizzi. I love Berlizzi. What's it called? Yeah, I feel like a K-pop rabbit hole would be cool. Also, every time I go see like live music, and specifically for my brother's band, because since he's a musician, I say my brother's band, but the band he's in, the Acoustics. The last time I saw them at this fair in Fraser Park, what's it called? I was just like such an awe, and I was just like, bro, you know, it would be so cool for like a video idea. Maybe someone else has done it. I'm pretty sure many people have done it, where they're like, I'm going to be learning guitar in a month or in a week. See how far I progress. That would be so cool, but trying to learn every instrument within a month and see how far you get, and see and rank from 1 through 10, and like do like almost a tier list too as well, of like the hardest to easiest to learn, and the ones that you enjoyed the most, and like, yeah, things like that. I think that would be really cool. And also, I think I put it in if y'all reading it, but to be able to learn, or at least learn guitar fairly well enough to be able to perform at a concert. Like, setting yourself up to learn fairly well so that you can do a concert would be really cool. Sorry, my nose itches. I think that would be a good challenge. A ver, I challenge you. Who does it better, you or me? Like, yeah, I think that was cool. See, like, I have all these cool ideas and like things like that, but will they get done? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. If you really, really want it done, it shall be done. But yeah, I don't know. I know I shouldn't base myself off like the opinions or the criticisms or what people want to see, what the people want to see, but I think it is interesting. I think if I got a little feedback, a little like, a little subscribe, a little comment down below, let me know. Then it would be really cool. But yeah, let me see what I asked from the prompt the other day. Oh, I asked what they wanted to see on my podcast episodes, and also I'm becoming a streamer on the part-time. If you've seen the little error that I did, I uploaded the Amazing World of Gumball Roblox gameplay from my Twitch. I'll link it down below. It's in the link tree. There's other links there as well. Then what's it called? Yeah, you'll see that I accidentally uploaded that, but I've been doing streaming. My streaming setup crashed like twice for 2 nights in a row, so it's been hard to figure that out, but it's definitely a journey, and this is podcasting and streaming has definitely been a journey that I have very much enjoyed, so that's been nice. But yeah, I asked the viewers, and they said, aka my Instagram, so if you ever want to comment down below in the comments for the YouTube, but definitely go on Instagram if you have an Instagram, and when I put a Instagram prompt, then definitely reply and say what you want to hear. Also, you can get to know me a little bit more on the Instagram, aka jessiesdead, and you never really got to know me, but where did jessiesdead originate from? I say it like once every other year or every year, but basically my old username in middle school was a dark time. All right, I said we were going to be talking about depression, and it's definitely still lingering all the time. But what's it called? Definitely then I literally had kys.jessie. So that account got taken down like freshman year because I don't know why. Genuinely, they said, "Girl, stop being depressed. Get the heck off the internet." And rightfully so. I really missed that freaking Instagram because I had like my middle school memories and things like that back when they didn't have all these updates on Instagram. And also my ex-boyfriend and our texts were on there, and I want to see how fucking cringe we were. Like, bro, that shit is funny. Just thinking about it is like funny. Anywho, I reached out to him like I think last year or maybe even earlier this year. Basically when I got a new number, which was like maybe like 2 years ago. And I was like, "Hey, I don't know if you remember me." Bro, I'm fucking crazy. I said his name earlier. Ooh, that's not. Anywho, it don't matter. Shout out to you, bro. You. Like, that's what he's thinking. He thinks I'm a fucking Joe Goldberg and I'm about to get a fucking cease and desist and a freaking, what's it called? A restraining order in the mail. Like, it is due. It is due. And it's funny because, boy, I don't even live over there. Like, I lived there last year, but you should have been scared then. Anyhow. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I reached out to him like 2 years ago when I got my new number. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. And I was like, "Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but hope you've been well. Hit me up if you want to like talk and like rekindle." Not in that type of way, but like in like, bro, I genuinely just wanted to talk to him and be like, "Yo, we were so goofy and funny back then. We really did want to off ourselves. Wasn't that a time?" But he was serious back then, and I don't know where he's at now. That's why I'm like, ooh. I hope you're well. I hope you're not. Yeah. So, going back to the Instagram prompts, follow me on there if you want to comment. My friend said, talk about what you do for fun. I feel like I kind of said that. I do different, like, crafts. I like learning different things. My room's a mess for a reason because my head, I feel like an ostrich. I just stick it in it. Or like a chicken or a rooster. I just be like bopping in every little thing. I'm trying to get every little crumb and every little speck of the world of things to learn and things like that. But I haven't really like maxed out the bar fully for any one of them. But it's been a fun journey nonetheless. Follow for the streams they like want to see if you're into video games and like that. One of my friends said play Housebound. It really scared them. Fallout, FNAF, Rainbow Six, which, bro, what is Rainbow Six? Like, I always hear about it, and I always got Rainbow Six and Fallout confused. Y'all are gonna hate me for that, but I did. I'm sorry. Listen, I love video games. I know one thing or two about video games, but only through gameplays. So, yeah. I feel like now that I've been doing some streaming, some gaming, mainly on Roblox, but nonetheless, it's been fun. It's been fun. I like the horror aspect. I love mainly the things I would watch from gameplay YouTubers and like Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, Cinnamon Toast Kin, Crank the Frank, or Crank that, Cub Scouts and things like that. I didn't watch Corey Kenshin. Everyone like grew up on him and I didn't watch him. I'm sorry. I watched Into the Pack though, which I think Corey literally shouted him out. So shout out, like, bro, the OGs, bro. I should, like I said, back then I should have locked in since freaking elementary, middle school and been like, hey, and I would have gone somewhere. I would have been an influencer, got $1 million mansion. I'm just kidding. I don't know. My fam, that's how she got it. So, do I still have a chance? Do people still want to hear the real yapping truth? I don't know. Do people care? People crave authenticity. People are going off the internet to become with the true self, which that has been the thing that I've been getting into, like watching people's YouTube videos on that. I love watching YouTube videos. I've been a YouTube day oneer since the beginning, bro. Anyhow, back to the horror games. Yeah, horror games. Valorant. I've never played Valorant, but I don't really see the hype. Like, bro, I don't really get the hype in like shooter games. Like, okay, Call of Duty was fun. Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't know, Valorant. I think it's because it's too bright for my eyeballs that I'm just like, there's a lot going on here. I've watched gameplay before, and I think when one of my ex-friends, when I was at her house, I played some Fortnite. I played a little bit of Valorant. I dabbled myself. I think it was Valorant. But anyhow, yeah, I'm not good at that stuff, bro. But I can learn. I can become a pro gamer if you do so. So myself, my friend said hike streams or adventurous streams. I really want to vlog my first stream at my first day of school at BC, but I don't know, I'm kind of scared. I don't want to be talking to people like outside of my friend group, to be earnest. Like, I'd be saying hi, like I'd be acquainted with a lot of people because Destiny's such a butterfly, and my mom always says that I am too, but like, I don't know, I feel like I've definitely like I was a social butterfly in the sense where I wanted the attention of people that like didn't, and I sometimes I still do. Like, I know of a lot of people, but they do not know of me, and kind of like in a stalkerish way, yeah, in some sense. No, I'm sorry, I am like, ooh, the bar is I'm low, but in the sense where it's just like, bro, I've heard a lot of things about other people. Like, I've probably heard about you, bruh. Probably. I be keeping tabs on people just for like my own, and that's why I don't have like very much good trust issues with people. But it's just like, bro, and I know I shouldn't be taking like rumors or judge a book by a cover, which I tend to not. But like, a lot of the times the stuff checks out too. So I'm also like, bro, like I gave you the benefit of the doubt, bro. You fucking like, bro, why? Oh, my friend said Alan Awake franchise, best video game ever. That one was on sale, so that one looks really cool. It kind of gives me like a Life is Strange, what's the other one? The Last of Us type of vibe. Like, it kind of looks like that. I don't know if they're made from the same game developers, but that's pretty cool. So yeah, those are things to look forward to on my Twitch stream specifically. If you guys have anything else, like, I wanted to start doing the Twitch streams live, which I could have done on my phone here, but I just was like, I don't know, I feel like being live is just like kind of scary. I mean, this is live in a sense because, bro, I will not be editing this. I might edit this a little bit because why the heck not? I feel like it's fairly long, and I don't know if YouTube will upload it all the way, but yeah, we didn't really get to the topic of like what my friend said, female friendships, or like my self-identity expression. Well, I kind of feel like we already talked about like the self-identity expression, but in the sense that of like, I don't know, I don't want to be in one category of an aesthetic. I mean, I do be emo, but like, I don't know. I'd be very much more of an anime nerd. I'm not one thing alone. I like jumping around, and it's not like bandwagoning, which people love to use. I like learning. I'm a learner, bro. I like learning about different things and trying different outfits and trying different things and different hairstyles. Like, is it a crime to be learning? I feel like people be saying bandwagon when it's really just learning, but I don't know. Oh yeah, the main ones that I know are Felix, that's bae, and Kehoe, that's also bae. I love Kehoe, bro. Oh, he's so funny, bro. That's twin for real. And Felix, that's just bae. I feel like the SpongeBob episode, like I'm trying to learn every instrument. This was my think piece. I feel like this was in better words of how, like, I was like, bitch, I'm gonna get canceled. Bitch, I'm Trisha Paytas. Fucking Shane Dawson, Trish, they have done worse, but, like, regardless, that's no excuse for, like, any of the behavior I've done in the past, and I feel like that's what I was trying to say. So, pardon me. But yeah, this is my little think piece. I really like how this one looks. Like, this looks like it would be in a video essay. Just, like, I don't know. I like the images. I like the little fucking thing I said. What did I say specifically, though? I'm in pursuit of greatness, like Timothy Chalamet says. Pursuing your dreams. I can relate to this quote because I think a lot of people can actually... I can relate to this quote. I think a lot of people can actually. I wish it was my senior quote when I graduated. But just like the fig tree, I stumped myself on what fig to choose. We all do. And I do not want to accept only learning one thing and only having one job, one career. I'm in pursuit of knowledge and learning a lot. Most humans want that, but can't pursue due to the financial bullshit. Luckily for Timothy and Mr. Beast and many other artists or pursuers of greatness, they can with money. No one is inherently born good or evil, and with that, I nor many were born perfect. You can probably find things to cancel me or many people already in the influence world or road to fame spaces. But I'm human, and I will continue to show up as that. Hey! I'm sorry. But yeah, I just feel like, yeah, you can probably find things to cancel me on. Like, you can find anything on anyone now or whatever the frick. And I feel also like in cancel culture, people are trying to like, they said this happened, blah, 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 blah. It's no excuse for the behavior, but it's like, you need to leave, you need to change, you need to address it. And then, like, what's it called? It's like, okay, it's been addressed, it happened already, like, it's done with. Like, it's not that, well, a lot of people aren't genuinely sorry for when there's, like, they've done or said shit in the past, but, like, I don't know, I actually can't name anyone that's had a actually good apology. I miss when PewDiePie, controversial as he is as well from his past mistakes, he doesn't continue to he doesn't continue to put any hate or bad words or words that should not be spoken. But what's it called? Damn, why am I getting Discord notifications on there? I'm so sorry if you're hearing that in the background. At the same time, he would also review freaking people's apologies, and I feel like, yeah, you kind of ate with that because people were just like, bro, what is that? Guys, so I'm here to talk to you today about what I've said. Like, that's not how I'm trying to be, so I'm not trying to, like, dismiss anything I've done. So I feel like that was a good wrap. This whole think pieces. And, yeah, I don't feel like people can address it and then we can move on. I don't want to be a dog in the military. Please, y'all. Please get me famous. Please. Because I'm not trying to be like the dog in the military. I'm not trying to go to the Air Force. I don't like the government as much as none of y'all like the government. Like, bro. But things must be done in order to have stability in terms of, like, apartment and financial and, like, things like that I want. That I just feel like it's already hard enough to achieve the things that I want right now. But, like, those things just feel, like, so out of reach currently that, like, if I can't pop off with a little one-hit wonder and get me some bands enough to possibly retire my family and possibly retire myself in some sense of, like, where I don't have to be, like, scrapping for pennies and I can go live in LA and I can just live a good life and I can not have to worry about school and everything's just, like, freaking paid off and I don't have to worry about things like that. Then yeah, not that the military will fucking clear that if I join the Air Force, but It's definitely gonna help out with school and stuff, and getting a job and getting a house and things like that. So don't let me join the military, please. Raise me to fame, get me famous. And yeah, so look forward to different things. I'm definitely gonna do that anime one because that's been on my mind, and other things that have also been on my mind. We'll talk about more about like grief and depression and things like that in the next video. This has been the longest podcast episode ever, and I hope I didn't freaking upset y'all too much or something like that, or like, I don't know. I'm just I was already self-conscious when I started the video, and now I'm like, oh, that's not, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and I don't even know if I'm gonna edit anything, to be honest. I like this rawness, and I'm so sorry, those Discord notifications are freaking annoying right now, but I got some in and out earlier. I always got a little drink on me. We're always gonna have a little sponsor. Bro, I really want to try that Arby's freaking meal from Trisha Paytas. Shout out to her. Like, I genuinely think I'm like, not a reflection. Hey, yo, follow the socials for sure. But a reflection of her. I'm her in some sense. Like I said, Trisha of Bakersfield. Destiny's the Tana of Bakersfield. I'm sorry. Well, I'm also like a little mix of both. I'm a mix of Trisha, Shane, and all the people that are controversial that I mentioned that were the OG YouTubers, the OG, they're not even influencers, but you know, iconic personalities. That's who I grew up on. Like I said, I was a YouTube fiend. But anyhow, I think that's enough yapping. Also, I'm sorry if you couldn't really hear me because I had that in the way and like different things were moving and hitting, and those Discord notifications are gonna drive me insane. Also, I low-key got a fart. I'm so sorry. So, anywho, without further ado, I think that's going to be it for the episode. Follow the socials. Comment down below, please. Please interact. I need more interaction. You don't even have to like the video, but just leave a comment on something. Like, bro, put your favorite emoji. Put what you ate. Put what you did for the weekend. I don't know. Just yap. Put freaking, like, spam, like, random letters. I don't know. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.